Yeah, a quick one, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on wherever you are watching me from. This is me, your brother, your friend. Human listening right here on the show this morning. Please, I want you guys to just share this broadcast, guys. There's something I really need to talk about this morning because I'm a little bit upset with the way and manner the Nigerian government and the Nigerian system is going. It's not going to be a very long one. It's going to be a very short video this very particular morning because of where I am. Okay, guys, like I said, I'll be doing a lot of underground work, and by sooner or later, I'm going to come out with the entire, job that I've done, and I hope and I believe that you guys are going to see a lot of things that is happening in this part of the world. We complain every time, guys, that things are not working in this nation. One of the reasons why has been as a result of the negligence, the lukewarmness, and the corrupt nature of the Nigerian people. Like I always say in most of my videos, Nigerians are so tribalistic, they are so sentimental, and they are so ethnocentric, in their ways and manner of doing things. Now, when somebody comes from your own part of the society, all you need to do is to defend him at all costs, even when he's wrong, even when he's doing the right thing, because it's not from your own part of the society. What do? You try to discredit him, even when you know that what he's doing is perfectly okay. Good morning, Irene Ward, Tina David. Good morning, Mommy Diaspora. Good morning, Vivian. Good morning. This is me live from Nigeria this very particular morning, guys. Now I'm doing because of the nature of network, so I do a video everywhere or anywhere I found myself. I wanted to share this video this morning, and let's do some talk on the Nigerian system, the Nigerian politics. Then I will do that. I'm going to go a little bit into Edo State. I know many people don't like me for what I've been doing. I've been on ground for quite some time. Okay, guys, and the truth of the matter is this: I have seen a lot of things that is happening in our country, in our nation, in our state. In this last 1 year that I've been here, people said I've become a bad guy. I've become a problem to Governor Nova Baseki, that they don't understand how I change, quickly. The truth is that, guys, I never changed for 1 day. This is who I am, this is who I have been, and this is what I've stood for. People that know me or that follow me during the electionary period, I'm going to start with that a little bit. People that follow me during the electionary period knows quite well that I told them that the moment things are not working the way I expect it to work, I am going to be the first that is going to come out and say, come on, guys, this isn't working. So what I'm doing today is a pointer to the fact that this is who I am, this is what I stand for, and this is my kind of person. I am not a political sycophant. I'm not a political jobber. I don't support what is not right. I support what is good. I defend what is good and appropriate. And I am not one guy who actually hype people. I'm not one guy who actually hype people in whatsoever way. I do not do that. Okay, guys? So that is one thing you guys need to know me for. Then, having said that, now let's quickly run down to today's topic. Now, today's topic is Lai Mohammed. He says that Boko Harams, the bandits, are the same thing like area boys and Touts in the south. And I expected people to start speaking on this, but I see nobody talking about it. Say Boko Haram and bandit are the same thing as the Touts and the area boys in the south. Now, the Boko Haram have been declared the world deadliest terrorist organization. The world deadliest terrorist organization by the terrorist index. The Fulani militia group have been declared the fourth most deadliest terrorists. As of today, they are the second most deadliest terrorist organization in the world. That shows in Nigeria, the two most deadliest terrorist organizations reside in Nigeria. And we also know what is actually transpiring today in the south, in the northeast, northwest, and the north central by a group of people they called the bandits, who have become so vicious, so bold, so courageous in taking, some certain actions that is against the people of Nigeria. They kill at will. They kidnap when they want. They even now collect taxes from some communities. The Minister of Information came out to tell you and I that these guys aren't as bad as we claim them to be. He said, and I quote, they are just the same like the Touts and the area boys in the southern part of Nigeria. And when I listened to this guy, I was dumbfounded. I was amazed at his submission, knowing fully well the atrocity, the menace that this group of people had committed in the last few years. I began to wonder where in the South, as the area boys, or what they call out, had created an havoc to the point we now have IDP camps. I begin to wonder where area boys or Touts in the South are taking arms and ammunition against the federal government. I begin to wonder where area boys and the Touts in the South had ravished an entire community, wiping out an entire race or ethnic people. I begin to wonder where the area boys and Touts in the South now goes around with the rockets, pump actions, machine guns, and other military hardwares that ought to be in the hands of the military and now in the hands of this group of people. I begin to wonder where area boys have not decided to now take control of a certain community or local government in a state or in the federation to be under their control and demand. I begin to wonder where area boys now decided that the people whom they are captured are not paying tax and levies to this illegal group, not this state or the federal government. Having itemized these differences, I want to ask a simple question. Where did this man actually got his idea that the southern area boys and the Touts has the same similarity as the northern bandits and terrorists? No wonder the spokesperson of the northern bandit, Sheikh Ahmed Gumi, said a few days ago If the bandits are declared terrorist organization, the Nigerian state should get ready to face something dreaded among worse than they have ever seen before. Now I begin to understand what gives Gume the effrontery to say what he usually says when he is speaking. He has the backing of the government based on what Lai Mohammed said a few days ago. Is the bandit in the south the same as the Boko Haram in the north? The answer is no. I mean, the Touts in the south, the area boys in the south, do they have the same similarity with the bandits in the north? The answer is no. Do they have the same similarity with the Boko Harams in the north? The answer is no. What is now the difference? Now, what is the difference between this group of people? Our area boys are just hustlers. I don't actually support them, but somebody trying to equate them with a terrorist organization is one thing that people with conscience will not actually accept. Okay, guys, I'm not like I always say, I'm not kind of ethnocentric. I'm not one who is actually who believe in ethnicity when I do what I do. I don't even believe in religion as a basis for my approach to issues. But when one who I actually believes and hope onto are not trying as much as possible to not say, oh, this one is equal to this, when you know there's no the same capacity. And I want to ask a question here, guys. In the South, what is happening to ESN today? Biafra security guard and the IPOB today. Is it happening to the bandits in the north or the Boko Harams? If Lai Mohammed is claiming that the tout in the south is the same thing as the Boko Haram and the bandits in the north, the little force that the military is putting on the people from the south is not the same as what is being done to the people from the north. So the problem is this: why are our people not seeing the handwriting on the wall? I think the problem of Nigeria, like I always say, it's not the government. The problem of Nigeria are Nigerians. The less privileged in our society are scared of standing in for the truth. Either they are being bought over or they've lost their conscience and they don't understand how things actually works anymore. Because in a sane society, they are expected to cry out when things aren't going the way it ought to go. But rather, we keep quiet or we support people based on our political affiliation or our interest, not based on the conscience of what ought to happen in the society. And this is affecting greatly what is happening in our nation or in our state today. The truth of the matter is this, guys. Let me read a statement from Reno Moncri. Let me see if I can get it right here. Reno Moncri said, and I read, sadly, Lai Mohammed has no shame in his old age. No wonder his own grandson calls him Lai by his own admission. How can you say tourist bandits are the same as area boys and touts? How many have area boys killed? How many are they paying you? How much are they paying you that you will stoop so low to defend tourists who kill even your own people in Kwara? No wonder your own state governor called you a useless commodity by comparing tourist bandits to area boys and touts. Lai Mohammed is automatically insulting his real boss, Bola Tinubu. We all know what Tinubu was before he attended Chicago University. Wink, wink. May all my reader never end up like Lai in their old age. Now, this was a write-up from Reno Moncri. And when I saw that very particular quote from Lai Mohammed, I was shocked. You know why I was shocked? Because this is what I have seen in Nigeria today. Okay, guys. Yesterday, I think I was watching one of these interviews where the house of Chief Justice Mary Odili was invaded by DSS and some policemen. I mean, the EFCC, sorry, and some policemen. And the reason why they invaded her house is because her husband is having a criminal case with the EFCC over his stewardship while he was the governor of Rivers State. And I ask a simple question. It is easy for you to invade the house of a certain woman, but you cannot bring out those from the north. Before I continue this line, let me tell you something, guys. Know that Mary Odili is the most senior judge after Tanko Mohammed. And as you all know, the Tanko Mohammed, the Chief Justice of the Federation, have been incommunicado for some time now because of his health condition. And the next in line ought to have been Mary Odili. I'm sure what you are seeing today happen to Mary Odili is not just trying to get to the husband. It's a political witch hunt. It's ethnicity colorated, and it is religiously true. The reason is this. They want to believe that if Mary should come back and become the Chief Justice of the Federation based on the hierarchy, all their plans they have in their sleeves will be truncated and exposed. So all they want to do, just like what they did to Walter Ogene, is to find a way to indict him and force him on compulsory retirement, and then they can put in their person to take over the mantle of leadership. Today, the youth of Nigeria, who ought to have been the voice in a nation whereby 60% of the national citizens are youth, have become hallelujah boys to the political criminals that have held the nation and the state hostage for a very long time. I'm beginning to get worried. Having been in this country for some time now and see the way and manner things are going, I'm getting worried we're going to be the next line of action if we have to move to a permanent site. I've spoken to many youths in my community. Most of them that I know do not buy the idea, I'm saying it very clearly, loudly this morning, of a better Nigeria that involves sacrifice. Many of them had a belief of an adage that says, money for hand, back for ground. I've spoken to a lot of them that for us to have the kind of nation that we have in Europe, in America, and other parts of the developed world, we need to make a substantial sacrifice to create this very new order. But many of them will tell me, Oga, when they get there, they forget us. So therefore, we must get our own share of the cake before we support anyone. I remember I spoke with somebody this morning. I said, if there had to be a new face of a new Nigeria, or if a new Edo, a new breed of leaders should be mentored, should be tutored, should be breeded to take over the reign. The truth is, guys, if we continue to breed the new generation with the mindset of this old, haggard, brainless, dead brain leaders, we're going to have a worse scenario than we are having now. I have called on the diasporas in many of my videos, asking them to return back home and save what is left of this nation. Let me boldly set categorically clear here that Nigeria is on oxygen. Nigeria is on ICU right now. That Nigeria is on ventilator. There's already a corruption pandemic that has actually taken over the entire sphere of this nation. And if we as Nigerians don't do the needful, Nigeria might die of a corruption virus, which is more deadlier, most quick in spreading than any virus that has ever existed in human race. The corruption index of Nigeria today is supposed to be number 1. We are the capital of poverty. We are the capital of terrorism. We have the highest number of dropouts of school children in Africa. Our naira is now dwindling to the point that the Zimbabwe dollar, the worthless tissue paper called the Zimbabwe dollar, now has more value than Nigerian naira. Many of us are keeping quiet because we believe we are living in a sane world. Rome wasn't built in a day. No man, no woman, no nation of the world became who they are by just sitting down. People took the bull by the horn. People took decisions in order to elevate their people from the menace of some criminal bandwagon who has decided to host or to hold the entire state or the entire nation hostage. That is why a man can compare a bandit to a tout. That is why a man can compare a tourist group to area boys, because they have seen us to be too docile that we don't think anymore. They have seen us to become those who do not have anything to share. Rather, we are there to collect what the few they're going to give to us. Listen, guys, I have said it several times. I'm going to say it again. If I support you into a political position, that does not give you the right for you to own me. And that also does not make me to be subject to you all your life as you are in the corridor of power. My support to you is for you to be able to listen and do the right thing and make the people more happier and more proud. But the moment you begin to do the opposite of what the people need, Humanist Steven, will be the first to come on you like a bee. I want to say again. The freedom of Nigeria, the freedom of Edo State lies in the hands of the diasporas. It's high time we start thinking. The clock is ticking. The youth are missing the point. They are losing concentration from the original plans being put in place for a better Nigeria. How can someone like Bola Tinubu want to become president at the age of 89? We have seen the outcome of the age difference on Buhari issue on the Nigerian economy. How can you support a government that have practically done nothing to better the laws of the Nigerian people? The truth of the matter is this, guys. We can make the difference if we decide to be selfless. Our contribution to the development of this nation needs to be on selfless decisions. I am not doing what I'm doing because I want to get the attention of the government. Neither am I doing what I'm doing because I want to become relevant in the political sphere of things. I am doing whatever I'm doing because I have the love for my people. I live in a same society where things works with little or no stress. So having returned back here in the last 10 months to 1 year, I have seen we are living in a society that is not working. We are living in a society that has no rules and regulation. We are living in a society that laws does not exist. We are living in a society that is backward. We are living in a society that do not actually have the people at heart. This had made me to always stand on the side of the people, to defend the people at every point in time. Let me quickly say something here, guys. We need a new order of leadership for Nigeria. We need a new order of leadership for Edo people. The scrubs of leaders who are leading us today are too politically self-centered. They are too greedy, and wealth acquisition is what they so much have interest in than the development of their people mentally. I know people might not like me when I do what I do. If you think I'm joking, come to Benin City and see things for yourself. We are not saying the government. I'm going to do state now. You know me. I don't do my broker without talking about my state. We're not saying the government of Obaseki is not working, but the pace at which is working is too slow. If Obaseki was a military administrator who can stay in Edo State for as long as he wishes, maybe it would be different. Or if Obaseki was actually a monarchy whose government never ends until death takes him away from this world, would that be a beautiful one? But in a democratic setting, every government is time bound. And if you miss the time, you miss the target. Today is 30th day of the month of October. We have 13 days to go to round off 1 year of Obaseki's administration as the governor of Edo State for the second term. And having gone around Benin, it's not to sit in Europe, guys, and talk. He's doing what he's doing, but what he's doing is not enough to buttress the support that he actually had from the Edo people. The support that he had was enormous. I expected him to have actually worked on that support to give the Edo people the best of what they deserve. I watched a video yesterday. I don't talk about people's video, but I'm going to just say this a little bit. That Obaseki has lit up the entire streets in Edo State. Guys, he has actually lit up some areas, not all. Yesterday, I drove to Ekedolo from Benin, and we're returning back. So I passed through Ubowo. There was no light, no street light on all Ubowo from Oluku down to Iyaro. No single street light. Then I took the Mission Road Azix down to Ring Road. Then there was a street light around the museum, which is the water fountain area. Then I drove through Saple Road down to Ajib Junction. No single street light. That's the Passenger Road down to Ubo. It was also no single street light. Like I just said now, there's a street light around the Ring Road area. That is what I can confirm to you. So when people now says, oh, we are saying it's not trying, no, we never said that. We are saying the pace is too slow. We need a government that is not just active, but that is proactive in taking decisions. I want to see the state being revitalized into a working state, not a state that is in a political and economic quagmire. I have no grudges against the governor. Neither do I also have grudges against the federal government. But I have the right to agitate for a better state and a better nation. That is my fundamental human right according to the Nigerian Constitution. Okay? It is good we call on the governor to do more to speed it up, he has lost 1 year already. Yes, he's doing 1 or 2 things here and there. Like I said, guys, I am on ground right now. The institutionalization that Obaseki is doing is a welcome development, guys. But the problem is this. With what I've seen in this place in the last 10 months, I'm gonna answer that, Irene. In the last 10 months, guys, is this. There are many hallelujah boys in the corridor of power. People who want the government to recognize them and give them political position for their personal greed and selfishness. With what I've seen on ground today in the last 10 months is that the Nigerian youth are not after the development of the nation or the state. The Nigerian youth are actually after the development of their bank account and the building of palatial mansions. I've spoken to so very many of them, guys. Their idea is completely different from the idea that I have. I will shock you guys. Since I came in 10 months now, I've been working alone. The only person that sometimes I speak with is this lady, I will bless him. Every other one, I'm on my own because their idea, their reason faculty is completely different from what I think and I believe. Having said that, let me answer Irene's question. Say, Mr. Stephen, now that the youth are reasoning the way they are doing, what do you think we should do now that you are there seeing things for yourself? Man, the first thing we need to do is to start doing what we call campaign of conscience. What I mean by campaign of conscience is that we in the diaspora, we have so much influence on our youth because of the support we are rendering to them, both within their family and even within our neighborhood. The campaign of conscience is to enlighten the youth on how they should start thinking in the new order that's about to come. If you remember during the election, we did it the same way. We said, if you don't vote Obaseki, we are not going to support you again. And we won that race. I think many of these people that we are supporting today from the diaspora, we can start saying, until you buy into our idea of making Edo State great, not for your own personal interest, we are not going to support you again. That will reset their medulla oblongata. It will reset their brain to start thinking, in the direction that we are thinking. The problem here is this, guys. We in the diaspora, we are the problem. We sing praises of people that ought not to have been until we start thinking. Until we start thinking to say, listen to me. I will only appreciate you if you start thinking the way I am thinking. Many of our youth are dependent on us. We hold them in their balls. That gives us advantage over them. If we start asking them to do the right thing, you see that they will start listening because we have them. That is called campaign of conscience. It's not going to be a one-man's show. It's not going to be a one-man's job, even on your phone conversation with your brothers, with your friends, with those people that you just support willingly. Begin to put into their minds, this is the new order we want to go. Let's start from Edo. I will continue to support you in your business, in your endeavor, when you start thinking in this manner that I wish to think. That will be the beginning of a breakthrough for a new Edo. Having done that, number two, we will start rallying around a credible, reliable, viable, fearless, prudent Edo man from the diaspora who we are going to project to take over the sphere of leadership. Number three, there are many Edo youths in Edo State who are actually also very honest, like Alex from Amaba, and a few others that I've actually spoken to since I've been around. They are honest set of people, they are straightforward, but they do not have the capability. They do not have the capability. We can also then begin to now work on them and see how we can project those people who are not financially okay to not have the financial backing to not do the right thing when it is time for them to be in the corridor of power. Now, on the social media space, this is where we come in. The social media is just few among the many people who are actually of the Edo origin. We can change the narratives if we begin to speak the truth at all time. The truth about it is this: what you see on the saga there, it is money issue. I said this in many of my videos. Many people do what I do for the monetary gain attached to it. They live on the YouTube for their living. And when your source of income becomes tied, then it becomes difficult for you to always say the truth at all time. Money is the root of all evil. So when their mind is about what they are going to get, so the only way they can ginger support to themselves, they will continually to do things that will undermine the integrity of the Nigerian people. That's what I said just now, that many of our youth today are after their pocket, not after the well-being of the entire Nigerian people. Edo State is not moving forward the way we expect it to be. Whether you like it or not, I don't give a hoot about it. Guys, listen to me. I am not a tyrant, and I don't support terrorism. A depotist government is not a government. A tyrannical government is not a government. A government that is workable is a government that listens to the voice of the people and do according to the wills and demands of the people. That is the government that we need. I know we can do this. We begin to start educating our people through our channels, through our contacts, through one-on-one discussions with these people on the way we can move the nation from where it is to where we expect it to be. The moment we start doing that, we'll see conscience will start changing. They will start having a rethink of their mental capacity. We'll start building a new order in their mind, and they'll start following the order that we need to follow. Okay, guys, I can promise you we can end poverty in Nigeria in 1 year if the youth decides to abstain from every form of corruption. I promise you guys, if the youth decide to abstain from every form of corruption, in 1 year, the Nigerian state will be without unemployment. I can promise you, if the Nigerian youth decide to speak in one voice, we can make Edo to become a Dubai. But are youth actually ready to make this sacrifice? Or they are just there for their personal gain and interest? This is where we are going. So let's start with a campaign of conscience. Let's start with a program. I'm already planning the program. I'm going to discuss very soon with Niger Watch. It's going to be a non-political platform. It's going to be a non-interest group platform. It's going to be, a group that will speak for the liberation, for the emancipation of the Edo people. From the Dracula rulership of the present-day political class, who has caged us politically and made us the shadow of our very own selves. The moment we start doing this, you're going to see a new order. You're going to see what we call a new revolution in our state and in our nation. Edo being the pace setter, as I'm calling on my people, my Edo people from the Edo North, from Edo South, and Edo Central. Let's build a uniform, a more planned, a more well orchestrated political pressure group to save our state and our nation from the political doom that's about to befall this nation. I love my state, I love my nation. That's why I'm fighting toothlessly to see that I have a nation that everyone will be proud of. My name is Humanist Steven. I believe in the sanctity of life, and I believe in giving every human being the same opportunity and privilege for them to decide what they want to become tomorrow. I'm a believer that Edo can be great again. I'm a believer that Nigeria can do more better if the right people are saddled with the responsibility of becoming the leaders of tomorrow. Don't forget that I told you guys during the electionary period that the wealth of the entire Edos in diaspora is more than the wealth of Aliko Dangote. Don't forget I told you guys before, the wealth of the Nigerians in diaspora is more than the wealth of our late father, late Captain Dr. Idahosa Wells Okumbo. I believe strongly in unity we can be able to emancipate, free our people from the political prisons that our leaders has placed us in this nation. We need your support. We need you guys to come up and join us in this liberational struggle by starting with what I called the campaign of conscience. This we can do maybe the next 5-6 months. If you are patronizing any of the people, any of these guys, you can use it to hold them, to dance to your tune, or you withdraw your patronage from them. I tell you guys, you have to use what you have to get what you want. This is the time for us to start acting. We are actually carrying our economy in this nation, in this state. That opportunity is in your hand to use it and change the narrative of things. I'm going to talk on the strategy we are going to use in the next few days. In the next few days, on how we can actually strategize to use what we have as a diasporan to get what we have to make a better do. Trust me, guys. If you follow it, you're going to see it working. You have your own family within the social media page. That's okay. Force your leader to dance to this non-political, non-partisan move to liberate Edo people. If you don't follow it, stop donating. If you have people at home that you actually give contracts to help you do something fantastic, you are actually developing your state by that action. If you don't listen, you don't follow what you stands for, stop patronizing them. Give them a condition. You will see them working. You see a dome moving. We did it in 2020 during the election. And I know we can do it again. It's just a matter of you and me deciding that this is the way we're going to go. We're going to see things working like it has never been before. Thank you very much, guys. I need to take a leave now. You know, light is an issue. It's 52 minutes now. I think I've done marvelous work today. And I believe I'm going to do some youth, some comments here. They're going to put them up and know what we can do. Yeah, I've not been able to speak with Mr. Alex. So, Mr. Asamota, Israel, please send me Mr. Alex's number, please. Send me Mr. Alex's number. I need to call him today. We need to see tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, so I'm going to be a little bit free tomorrow. Send me his number. Yes, the problem we are having, Clarence, is that many of the people who are actually in the social media space are there for self. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. They are there for self. They are there for self. If you watch me, I don't praise people. I don't do that. They are there for self. They're just there for what they're going to get. They're not really there for the people. That's why I'm a little bit, I'm a one-man squad. I've been trying to do that on many occasions, but they distance the sense from me because they know I'm a diaspora and living in Nigeria right now with them. then I might take away their food. That's the truth. They think that I might take away their food. Being home and also being one of you makes it a little bit very difficult for them to actually do something they need to do. You get it now? So because that they always want to distance themselves from me. Because they know if they're very close to me now, if you want to give them a job, you call me first now. Not be so. There are many of my friends who lives abroad who wanted to do 1 or 2 jobs. They call me first. And I tell them who to give the job to get the cheapest and the most reliable job to do. Okay? So that's really the truth, guys. I will try that. We also can do that behind the scene. That's why I call it, campaign of conscience, of conscience. With the campaign of conscience, we can be able to get as many people as possible on our side to do our bidding. Yeah, most of them are not ready to work because the kind of thinking that I have, they don't have it. Sister Irene. It's for political gain, which that's not my main aim. It makes it a little bit difficult. So what all we just need to do is to start speaking to conscience. We can. It's our people, the people that they need to talk to. Yeah, we're already having that plan, ma. I'm just working on a lot of things here. And when I'm done with that, we're going to start having Zoom meetings of like minds and discuss. We're going to start having Zoom meetings of like minds and discuss. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm here to sacrifice even what I've worked for all my life to have a better do. That's the truth of the matter there. It happened in South Africa. And I believe it's going to happen in my time. I believe strongly that very soon, if you guys support me, we're going to be a voice that the state will reckon with. When we are starting like this, many people do not follow us. But the moment we begin to do wonder, people will start following what they're doing. So let us all join hands together and make this clearly. Yeah, because they feel that that's not the way to go. The way to go is for them to make money. That's the truth of the matter there, my brother. They feel that the way to go is for them to make money. So anytime they talk about the diaspora, it's for us to bring money. Yeah, I'm listening. I've watched them. Anytime you talk about the diaspora, it's just about the money, and that pains me a lot. That pains me a lot. They see us as a cow that produces the milk. So they don't see us as one who is even part of them. They deal with us when it comes to financial issues. When it comes to issues of integrity, appointment, and all that and that, they see us from the diaspora as a threat to them. So they kick us aside. So many of these people who we have actually supported in our quest for a better do by giving them jobs, contracts, by helping them one way or the other, many of them actually come out to say, oh, we want a diaspora to lead us. None of them is going to say that. None of them is going to say that. You know why? Because they believe we are exposed. We have a lot of things that they don't know. And if we come into power, we're going to end the era or the realm of corruption. Political, hallelujah boys and tribalism. That is one thing that is making them to be scared of us. They are always good at speaking to us when it comes to them getting something from us. A problem getting something from us, and that has to do with us being at the forefront. They don't want to do it because they know it's not going to be beneficial to them. Many of them don't follow me because they know I'm not that type that will just come around and do it the way that does. I'm a very articulate, well-nurtured, talk-tured, young Edo man who believe in progress, but will lead to your no stress. So if for whatsoever reason, guys, I'm tired. If for whatsoever reason, guys, we have the opportunity of having an Edo that we'll be proud of in the nearest future, we alone can do it. It is possible we can. I can give you guys assurance that we can. Edo is bigger than anybody. Okay, guys? Edo is bigger than anybody, guys. I've been here in this place this is my 5th day now, 6th day, doing a lot of work, underground work, right here in this place. I'm in Uniben. I'm in UBTH. Can see that now? This is statue there. See that now, guys? I'm right here in UBTH. Okay, guys. I'm doing a lot of work here. So, like I said, maybe next weekend, I'm going to sit down with Lefty Simas Amawosa. That is going to interview me. I'm going to say a lot of things about what is happening here in this place. I'm taking a risk, but I didn't take a risk. Okay, no one needs to be at the front. One needs to be at the forefront to fight for a better Edo. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of supporting what is not even working. I'm tired of it, guys. I'm fed up. I'm fed up. They failed us, completely failed us, and they're still failing us. So if anyone thinks that I will just sit down there and allow them to continue doing us trash, no, it's gonna go. It's not gonna happen anymore. It's not going to happen anymore. I don't care what the people say. I'm constantly speaking my mind to the people. I don't care what people say. I'm going to be constantly speaking my mind every now and then. I will defend my state, defend my people, fight for the collective interest of my people, and liberate my people. I tell you guys, listen. In 2023, during the elections, the general election in Nigeria, guys, get prepared. Seriously speaking, guys, get prepared. Get prepared, guys. Get prepared, guys. Get prepared, guys. I promise you I'm going to be on ground all through till 2023. I'm going to be here by God's grace. I might be a lone voice right now, but I know if I do this for more time, I'm going to get support from people who actually want to have a better Edo. If you are coming into government house, either as a legislator or wherever you're going to come into, you will not only tell us what you're going to do. You must show us your bank account. Enough of this trash. Okay? I drove through, listen guys, on Thursday, guys, I drove through Iyama down to Gulf Road and those areas. And I saw young men driving out. I know most of them are these House of Assembly members. The kind of houses that these guys have is worrisome. The kind of life that they live is worrisome, guys. It's worrisome. Listen, if you are coming to contest election in 2023, you must tell us how many work you've done, what you have contributed to the development of Edo State. If you don't have it, you will go back home. You will not win the election. Go mark it down. Humanity said it. The campaign is going to be different. Not what you're going to do. What have you done before? We don't want to bring people who do not actually have us at heart to become our leaders. It's not going to happen anymore, guys. You don't have a business in Edo that is flourishing. Forget political position. You have no idea of leadership. If you feel you have money and you have not invested in Edo, bros, forget political position. We do not want you here. That's going to be my call in 2023. Operation Show Your Results. So if you are in the House of Assembly today, if you are a senator, if you are a member of House of Rep, and you are from Edo State, bros, start putting your report card together. Not where you are working. What have you done independently to better the laws of the Edo people? If you don't have a report card, bros, no way for you. This is not going to be a time whereby you muzzle your way through, except the youth decide to allow it to happen. And if they allow it to happen, I have no choice. I tell you today, if the youth failed me in 2023, I will return back to Europe and never come back. If the youth disappoints me in 2023, I will return back to Europe and will never come back to the state again. I'm a patriotic Edo son. I think I'm one of the few who do not own property outside Edo State in Nigeria. I'm one of the few. Good morning, Sister Rita Adams. So if they refuse to listen to my call for us to have a better, more articulate, more workable Edo in 2023, I will pack my load, sell off all my properties, and return back to where I came from, never to return again. Not even my dead bodies will be brought to Edo State. I'm very serious right now. With what I'm seeing on ground today, our youth are the problem. They are too self-centered. Corruption is eating deep. It not just it flows in their veins. The blood that flows in the vein of our youth is corruption, greed, selfishness, self-centeredness. Now be the blood where they flow for their body. Listen, I don't tell you before. If you're a diaspora, start using your head. Start using your brain. We owns the knife. We owns the yam. We can decide who to cut for and what size to cut. Because of that, everybody will queue behind us and listen to us. Let's use what we have to ginger support for a better Edo and a better Nigeria. Thank you very much, guys. I need to run right now. I'm running away now. Thank you very much. God bless you guys. Have a very blessed day and happy viewing. Bye for now, guys. And God bless you.